Welcome to the vCard Global Workshop. This is Cherie Collins, and I'm here tonight to help you build a vCard. If you're brand new to vCard, you are in the right place because tonight I'm going to show you how easy it is to create a great looking vCard and how to start to market your business with vCard. We're also going to look at the vCard Global mobile app. So we're going to do a lot of things tonight. We're going to start with a very basic card, and it's a card that you may have right now. So we're going to jump over to that. And here we are. So if you have a card tonight that looks like this, within 10 minutes, you can turn it into a great looking card. It's that easy, and it just takes a few minutes of your time to do so. Now, I want to point out that if you're on your card, there's a handy link at the bottom of the card here. It says owner link. And we use this just to get to the login screen. So in case you forget where to log in, you can go to your card and then click on this. So that will take you to the vCard Global back office. And this is just my warning for this is just my login credentials here. So we will log in now.
He told me to put my cursor there, and he put his cursor.
One moment, please. Okay, and here we are. So this is the vCard Global back office, and you're going to look for Edit Your vCard. It's right over here on the right-hand side. It says Design and Edit Your vCard. Click on this. If you're brand new to vCard, it opens up a wizard, okay? But since I have an account with a bunch of other cards in it, it won't open up the wizard automatically. We're going to let that load, and then I'm going to go over to my cards. I've got a lot of cards in this account. And there we go. So I'm going to click on my card that we want to edit. And so if you also are building a new card, it will walk you through the wizard automatically when you first create the card, or you always have this blue button right here on the main page here, on the main editor homepage. You've got the setup wizard here. So you can click on the setup wizard. And then this starts the process. In step 1, you're going to add your contact info. In step 2, you'll add your social media, your important links. In step 3, you'll upload your photo and logo. And in step 4, you're going to choose a design. So let's get started. So here is our contact info. Your first name, your last name will already be there. Your email address will already be there as well. And then you can put in the name of your business. So tonight we're going to build a vCard for a company called Valentis. They sell coffee and a number of other things as well. And this is for the CEO. You can put in an address here, or if you want to, well, I'll explain. So if you work from home, you may not want to put in your street address. If you have a physical location where people come and see you, then you'll want to write in the street address, okay? But if you work from home, leave that blank. But do, no matter what, put in your city and your state. And then you can put in your country as well. And if you have a physical location, you'll want to make sure you check this box here, Show Map It button. And what this does is it adds a Map It button to your vCard, and when someone clicks on that, it opens up the navigation technologies of the phone and navigates people right to you. You can put in your website address here, and we can put in valentis.com. I will say this, though. If you don't have a website, vCard can be that website for you. You don't need to build a website because vCard in itself is a website. You can have many pages of content. You can add all kinds of things, text, photos, slideshows, video, coupons, events, customized contact forms, you name it. Anything that you would need for your website, we have it here for you in your vCard. So vCard, as we tell people, it's more than just a business card. It's your website, it's your brochure, it's your resume. There's so many uses for vCard. You'll want to put in your website if you have one, and then you can put in your phone number. You can have multiple phone numbers in here, and you'll continue to the next section. where we'll put in our social media. We aggregate 16 different social media. Tonight I'm just going to add Facebook and Twitter. So you're going to go to the Facebook page that you want to add, right click and copy that URL path there. And then go back over to the editor and right click and you can paste that in. And let's do the same thing for Twitter. I go to the link I want to add, I right click, I copy it, and then I bring it back over to the editor. And I right click and I paste that in. So we have 16 different social media. And then we have also, you can add your Skype profile here. It shows up nicely with your little logo. You can add WhatsApp, your WeChat, your Zoom meeting ID. I would add my Zoom meeting ID if I have a Zoom room, or my join.me meeting ID as well. So this is where you would put those chat profiles. And then this section here is where you put the important links. This is a great section. It's, it's all those links that you need to add to your card that you're always sending to people that you want in one place. And they'll all show up right there on the bottom of the first page of your card. So it's very convenient. We have lots of real estate agents and property managers who use vCard. They'll put their links to their listings here. So they'll just put in the name of the listing and then a link to it here, and it shows up very nicely with the little home icon and then the label here, which is clickable on their card. You can add your portfolio, your online appointment scheduler. We've got folks who put books on, and they're not just authors, they're teachers, they're life coaches, they're anybody who is recommending that you read certain books, and they do it over and over again. Put the name of the book here and then a link to purchase that book on Amazon or Barnes & Noble or whatever independent bookstore you're supporting. You can add multiple links with this little plus sign here. That's how you add additional links. So your online stores, you would put those here. So with Valentis, it has an affiliate program attached to it. So if you had your Valentis, your shopping ID, you would use that and you would put that here. So purchase online here. Purchase Valentis online. And then you would put a link to your online shop here. Let me just go over where you don't have the online shop here tonight set up, but we'll just grab this Valentis products URL and use that instead. And you would put your distributor link here. And then the please support is for causes, it's for nonprofits, it's for fundraisers, Kickstarter campaigns, anything that you want to put here. And again, and then we have this last section here, this additional sites, which is for additional things that don't fit in these categories up here. So then we're going to go to the next section here. We're going to click continue. And this is where we're going to add our photo and our logo. So I'm going to upload a photo from my computer. And I need to go to that folder on the computer. And I've got my picture here, and I'll click open. It asks you to give a name of the photo. You'll be able to find that later if you want to reuse that photo again. It does sit in your media library. And then it also is asking me to put in our logo here. So I'm going to click on that. I will upload the logo. One thing I want to say about the picture is the picture is very important because it shows up on your card. It also shows up when you text the card to someone. So when you share it by text, there is a nice little picture of the text. I'll show you that to you shortly. And it shows up when you send an email to someone too. When you're sharing by email, a picture is sent. And it also gets downloaded into the app. It gets downloaded into your contacts. So definitely the photo is something that's important. And people don't always remember our names, but they remember our faces. So the photo is a way for people to identify with you. I definitely recommend that you have your photo on your card. It's really important. I'm going to save my logo here. And now I get to do the design. I'm going to continue to the last section, which is the design. And as you can see here, we are putting together a pretty nice card with some basic information on it. And I can now choose different designs. And I can choose, when I click on these little buttons here, it changes the color of the buttons. I can change the style too. So you can see here I can do bigger buttons. I also can change the background color here. oval buttons. So there's all kinds of things that you can do here, all kinds of designs, and you can customize these as well to absolutely to match, to make it completely customized to however it is that you want it to look. So you can match your branding, you can put a background image there, you can change the font colors and so forth. I'm going to go right now. I'm going to try this one right now with the red. I like that. We'll see how that is, and I can change it back. You can change it at any time as well. So I'm going to click Finish, and this has built my vCard now. So my vCard is live, and it's out there. There's one thing that I noticed that didn't come through for some reason on this card with the wizard, and I'm going to go and make sure that it's on, and that is my title. I don't know why these things needed to be checked, but I noticed that they weren't showing, so I'm going to save that. My website too. There we go. We'll save all that information. So now I can see it's all my contact information is showing on my card. Typically you go through the wizard and you don't have that issue. I'm not sure why that did that for me tonight. I think it's because I had set this up previously. I'm going to publish this card too. So anytime you make changes to your vCard, you need to publish it before it can be seen. And now those changes are made. One of the things about vCard is anyone you've shared your vCard with, and I mean anyone you've shared your vCard with, when you update your contact information here, they now have your most up-to-date contact information. The vCard Global mobile app is instantly updated with your new information. If for some reason they don't have the app, let's say they've just downloaded the card into their native contacts on their phone, there's a link in the contact, and there's instructions that tell them if this contact's outdated, just click on this, click on the card again, and re-download it. And they download it. See this button here, download vCard? That's how they download it into the phone contacts on your phone or into, like, let's say Outlook, right, on the computer. I'm going to show you too a little bit about now the app and how that works and how you share the card. So I'm going back over here to the editor homepage, and I'm going to bring up the mobile app on my phone here tonight so you can see that. And we're going to mirror. All right, there we go. Okay, so this is the vCard Global mobile app, and you're going to want to set it up if you haven't done so already. It's just a great tool for organizing all of your vCard contacts in one place, and it makes it easy to share your card and other people's cards as well. So I'm going to log in with my vCard name. That's the name of your card, okay? In this case, it's a Valentis demo. And then I'm going to put in the security code. That's my security code right here. Okay, you can find that on the editor homepage. It was also emailed to you when you first set up the card. You should have received an email that has this information in it too. All right, so we have just logged into the app, and we can go, and I'm going to click on this Dave Jordan View Your vCard. I'm going to click it here. And from this page, I can immediately start sharing my contact. I'm going to click this Share Contact button, this blue button right here. And I'm going to, you can see here, you can share by email, you can share by text, you can share by QR code. Yes, people can scan the QR code and it takes you right to your card. And from app to app, vCard app to vCard app, you can scan it and automatically adds to your phone. But tonight we're just going to share by text. That's the most common way to share. So you click on Share by Text, and it brings up, you can see here the picture, and there's a link here, and there is a message. So I'm going to send it right now. And that message that you see there is just a default message. You can change your default message to something else if you want. And I will send that off. And there it is. And you can see how nice that looks. I mean, what a really nice way to send an introduction to someone. And then they just click on the card. So let's try someone else's card now and see. Here we've got this one here. Let's click on this card. So if you have the app open, it says, do you want to automatically add it to the contacts, or do you want to view the card? Let's just view the card to start. And that will open up the card and we can take a look at it. using the same red. And we've got Bob Houston, first call heating and cooling. We can say, yeah, looks like a nice car. This looks like a nice person I want to add to my contacts. Right here at the top, this allows you to add to contacts. I'm going to do that. I can go to Bob's profile now here on here, and I've got all his information. And just so you know, you can do the same thing with Bob that I did with Dave. You can click on share contact. This is how you network for each other. So if there's people who network for you and you network for them and you share each other's contact, having vCard and making sure that everyone in your network and your group has it, it's wonderful. So you always have everyone's business cards on hand, not only yours, but everyone else's that you know. And they have yours, right? Because as long as you have your phone with you, like we always do, you will have this. So again, you can do the share by text, share by email, and so forth. And let's go back here. There's another thing I want to show you about Bob's card. He has this special button called Follow Contact. I'm going to click on that. What this allows me to do is I can follow Bob now. Well, I am following him. But what that means is anytime Bob posts a coupon or special for his heating or cooling business, or let's say he's running an event. I doubt he would, but if he was, I would receive a notification in the app here that would say, hey, Bob's just added a coupon for such and such. And I would click on that link and it would take me right to the coupon. So people can follow you and you can follow them as well. The other thing I want to show you, let's just go over here. I'm going to go back to our home page, and on the settings tab here, I'm going to go to settings, click on settings, there we go. I want to show you this, manage messaging when sharing. I'm going to click on that. This allows you, you know that default message I told you you could change? Well, this is here how you change it. You can click on, this is the default message here. So you can go in here and you can edit this text and change it to something else. The other thing you can do is you can add special messages for your cards or someone else's. You click on this pencil in the top corner. I'm going to click on that. And let's say I'm going to make this the Bob Houston message. So anytime I share Bob's card, I'm going to grab this message. I type in my message here. I go save. Okay. Now, when I go back to my contacts here, and I've just got Bob in here right now, but when I share his card, let's just share by text again, I now, look at this, I get to choose. I can choose which message I want to share with. So this is also another way to help you market your business, market other people's businesses. If you have more than one business, you can create a special message, special intro message to go with that business, okay? So wanted to just show you a few things about the vCard Global Mobile app. And we're going to get back now to the workshop on the editor. I'm going to show you how we can add additional features to our card and turn this into a really, you know, a card that can really help Dave Jordan market his business. So first things I want to show you here is on the card itself, we have a few options. Now, right down here, you should know, show footer links. This is going to repeat the navigation. So you see where it says home there? The top of the card, we have a navigation menu. I click on that. Right now we only have one page, but a lot of folks will have 10, 20, we've got people with 30, 40, 50 pages on their site, and it will handle that. You can have a lot of pages on your site, and it can repeat that navigation for you right down here in the footer. So you can do that. You also have, you know, you earn to share here, but if you don't want to have this get a vCard like mine button on here, you can remove it. Right here's how you do it. You just toggle that off. You click on that little checkbox and that toggles that. And then if I want to make sure that I'm followed, people can follow me when I add specials or I add coupons or I add an event, just click this, show follow me button, and now you can follow them. And right below here, I just want to point out, this is where you can track your forms, anyone who's filled out a contact form. We have a QR code manager, and we also, this is for your events if you have an RSVP. There's a lot of things in vCard. As well as right here, view my vCard app contacts. So all those contacts that you get in your vCard, if you ever want to export them, this is where you do it. You can export them. All right, let's keep going. I want to show you the contact info tab. It's the same thing as what we just went through on the wizard, but it's on the contact info tab. You don't have to go through the wizard again. And here's all your contact information. And you've also got your social media links here and your picture and your logo. Now let's go to the design and color. You can change your design at any time, okay? So this is where you choose a new design or a new color scheme. And then we get to the page editor. This is where we can start adding pages and adding blocks. vCard is made out of pages and blocks. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some more pages. So I clicked on add a page, and I'm going to have testimonials. I'm going to have contact. I'm going to have a page on slim roast. Let's make that branded properly. There we go. And you can have as many pages as you need to have. The nice thing too is you can reorder your pages. You see this up and down arrow? You can move things up and down. I'm going to add another page here for About Dave. And there we go. And again, so you use these up and down arrows to move your pages up and down. Now remember when I was telling you, you also have the ability to customize your design over here? Right here is where you do that, customize your theme. This is where you can customize it and change the colors and add background images and so forth to your card. And that's a fun thing to play with. You can do all kinds of things with your card. So that's customized theme. And then the center here is where we will add additional content. And over here is where we'll be able to view that content to see how it looks. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make his photo just a little bit smaller. And for any of your photos, you can easily resize them. Right in the bottom right-hand corner, you just click and drag. You can make that photo bigger or smaller. So I'm going to make it just a little bit smaller. And I'm going to come down here and we're going to start off by adding a video. I personally love, if you are with a company like Valentis, I would add a personal testimony on why you are part of this company. And it's just so powerful to have a video of you talking about why you're passionate about this company, how it's helped you. And, you know, maybe there's a specific product that you recommend. Maybe you started with the slim roast and you just love it and you want to share that with everyone. That's where you do it. You do it on a video. And I will tell you, those personal testimonial videos will close a deal before you even talk to someone. They'll see that. The other thing you can do, if you just have, you know, if you have a professional services business, like let's say you're an HVAC contractor, like the one we looked at for Houston, I would also create a personal 30-second video where you just speak to the camera and you say why you're in business and what your customer service, you know, values are and how you do your business. Again, it's just a way to connect with people. Before you even talk to them, you will be able to close some sales. And so it's very powerful to add video. If you don't have a personal video, you could just add a marketing video as well. And that's what we're going to do tonight. I'm going to add a marketing video. So I've got a marketing video here for Valentis that I liked, and so I'm going to grab that. I'm on YouTube right now, okay? And I think YouTube is celebrating Black History Month, so that's why it doesn't say YouTube up there. But you're going to click on, look for the share button right here. Click on share. And you want what's called embed code. Embed. Look for this word embed. We're going to click on that. It opens up our code. Now with YouTube, you've got these options. You want to uncheck show suggested video when the video finishes. Make sure that's unchecked, because otherwise YouTube will play additional videos at the end of this one, and it will not be your video most likely. It will be someone else's. So make sure you uncheck that, and then you're going to copy this code right here. You can right click and copy that code, bring it back over to the editor. And now what we're going to do is we're going to click on add a new block, one of these green and white check boxes. I click on that. And we've got so many different types of blocks. I'll go through these in a second. I don't want you to lose place on what we're doing here with the video. So I'm going to click on video, and it says embed code. Right click, and you can paste your copy there and click add. And now we've got our video here. So let's go now and show you some of those other blocks that you can add. We're going to jump over to our About Dave page. And I'm going to click on Add New Block. So we can add a text block. We can add an image block. We can add photo galleries and slideshows. You just saw us add a video block, and you can also add video for your Vimeo and Facebook and Wistia. You can add those important links that we saw earlier. You can edit those important links here, okay? You can add a contact form. We'll do that tonight. You can add an event, okay? And that event you can add, and we're not going to add an event tonight, but I can show you some events. This is a great tool where you can promote an event, and if you want, you can have it so that people RSVP, and you can capture all those RSVPs. You can add PayPal. You can create a coupon. You can add an upload like a PDF document or a Word doc or an Excel doc and have that downloadable from your card. We'll add some share buttons. I'll do that in a minute. And you can add additional social media blocks on different pages. They're already on the home page though. You can upload MP3s, MP4s, and you can also add HTML blocks. This is for an advanced user, but if there's a special widget that you want to add, you can add an HTML block. Let's go right now and add a text block. I went all the way up to the top. This is the most used block, so I click on my text block. You can see that this is just like a similar text editor that you're probably used to using with your email or even like Word. I'm going to go and grab my bio that I have here for Dave, and I'm just going to right click and copy the bio here and bring it back over, and I will right click and I will paste that in here. So I've got my bio, and I'm just going to save this and see how it looks actually. And let's see here. It's giving me a little bit of an issue, so let's try this instead. There we go. And I'm going to come back in here, and I will put in, let's get rid of that formatting. So this is how you can clear the formatting on here. And I'm going to put Dave Jordan, I think he had there, CEO and founder. There was just some formatting that was giving me issue there. So, and then I can choose these different headers if I want. So I can say Dave Jordan, CEO and founder. I can click Save. And I don't think I like the way that wraps, so I think I will change this up a little bit. Maybe I'll do 2 lines here. And this is the truth. You'll want to you'll come in here and you'll play a little bit with the text editor and see what works best for you. I'm also going to add his image back on here again. So I'm going to go back to the image block, and it says I can upload images. So I'm going to upload, or actually this is in my media library. So let's click on media library because I've already uploaded it. And it should be down here at the bottom. There it is. Now this has other pictures from my other cards in here too. So you can share pictures. You can load them once and share them between multiple cards that you're building. So I'll click that photo there. That's great. Let's add some more information here. I've got some cool images and stuff that I think would be kind of fun to add. So, and I want to also add a share button on here, additional share button. So we've got download and share here. I'm going to click on add new block, and I'm going to add the share buttons right here. They're called share buttons. And I want to share, I'm going to share on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter, which are the most common ones. So, and as you can see there, it adds on some share buttons. You can see that right over here. So now what happens is anyone can share my card on Facebook, LinkedIn, or Twitter. If they just click those, it opens up Facebook if they are logged into their Facebook account and just adds it to Facebook, and you can add a comment to the card. So that's different than these buttons down here, which go directly to the Valentis Facebook page or the Twitter page. So let's go and add some more things as well. I'm going to add some more images tonight. So I'm going to upload, and they've got some really cool little promos as well. So I'm going to add this, actually, I think I'll add this on the coffee page. Let me do this one here. So next generation. And so you can see here, if I want to, I can also make this a link. So this is an image I'm adding, and I can link to this product here of these sort of energy type drinks. So I can come over here and I can go to the products. And again, you would go to your product page, and here's the energy drink right there. So I could link directly to this page. You would highlight your link, copy it, bring it back over here, and then you would put the link in here and paste it. And there it is. Now, you could also, if you don't want to use an external link, if you want to link to an internal page, like let's say you want to create a page on these energy drinks, you could add a page for the energy drink and link to that. Okay, and we'll save this. I'll do that actually. So I'm going to click on add a new block. And then I'm going to add another image here. I'm going to upload my coffee image for Slim Roast. And then I will link to the Slim Roast page here. And you can add a caption if you want to for the image. You can add your caption here. But I'm going to link to the Slim Roast page, and I'll click save, and there you go. So you can see here on the right-hand side, we're building our page. We've got some nice images here. This is coming along. I'm probably going to play with the colors a little bit too, but I will do that a little bit later. So we've got this, this nice image here. Let's build out our Slim Roast page. I'm going to click on the Slim Roast page, and I'm going to start with an image. I love loading those images. And I'm going to upload the, let's see here. I will first upload this little sort of teaser slider. See how that looks there. And then maybe I'll upload a product shot too. That's going to be really long, so I will have to shrink it once it goes in there, I think. Yeah, that is super, super big. So I'm going to make that smaller. You can see how I did that. I was able just to grab that and made that a little bit smaller. And I want to add a description. So you will probably be doing similar things here. You can grab your description. I'm just going to highlight and grab this information. Some of the formatting is going to come over and maybe cause a little bit of an issue, but I'm just going to copy that and go back over here, and I'll put in my description for that. So I'll say add new block, add a text block. And if you did what I just did, was I tried to right click in the center and I got this sort of strange message. So just get out of that and now come back over, put your cursor right next to the blinking cursor and right click, and now you can paste in. Okay, and so this is a lot of formatting on it. If you like the formatting, you can keep it. Otherwise, you can highlight this all and you can clear the formatting with this button here, and that will remove it. I'm going to just add this as it is and see how it goes. And it's fighting me on there. There's something it doesn't like on that. Let's do this. And so you probably won't have to do what I have to do here, because I'm going to make sure that this doesn't happen for you when you do it. I'm going to just take it over here into Word and see if I can change the formatting here a little bit for myself here. And now let's see if it will work for me, because that was just giving me trouble. And now let's see if it will add. There we go. There, that added. So yeah, I'll fix that. That definitely looks like something I need to talk to our programmers about. And this is a great example. I'm glad we found that. So you can see here that we can add a really nice description for the product. And then what I would do is I would have a call to action to purchase this product, and I would send them over to my, or for more information, or to my purchase page, right? I would send them over here to your website, and you just add a link to that. So let's say this doesn't have a purchase page on it, but if I wanted to purchase it, what I would do is, if this did have it, I would link to this page. I would just highlight that link and copy it. You can right click, copy it. We'll go back over here, and I can click on edit again. And then at the bottom of this, we can just make just a simple buy now button if you want. Highlight that link, and you see this here where it says insert edit link. You click on that, and this is where you put in your URL. I just pasted that in there, and I click OK. That turns that into a link. Now you can format that a little bit, make it look a little bit better. You can make it a lot bigger if you want. You can change the font size here. We have a lot of folks who they go in and they'll do all kinds. You can also upload an image that says buy now. We have a lot of folks who will do that. You can change the color here too of the link to something else if you want, so it stands out more. So I try to change there to red, and now we can save it. And you can see there I've got the buy now button on there. And this does take a little bit of going back and forth and formatting it. I want to also show you how to add a contact form. That's real important because you can generate leads directly from vCard. So we're going to click on add a new block, and then we're going to go here to contact form. We click on contact form, and it asks you to, well, first of all, you can put a headline for your block. So you can just simply say contact me, or whatever it is that you want to say. I'm going to center that information, and I can choose like a header 1. And then it asks you to name the form, and this just allows you to have more than one form. We often have people who will have more than one form depending on the type of business they have. For example, real estate agents might have a buyer's form and a seller's form. So name your form here, because you can then export the data or check on the data later. And then you're going to put your email address here. Put your email address here. So it will send you an email when someone fills out the form. And if you want to put more email addresses, just put a comma and additional email addresses there. And then here you're going to check what fields you want shown, and you can mark them required if you want to make sure that people fill them out. And you can say I want phone, email, and I want to make sure that those are also required. There's best way to contact, best time to contact. There's this field down here which allows you to put in a custom field, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to just say comments. Then I click add. And there you go. I have added my form. I always like to add a picture or two on my contact form just to make it look a little more interesting. It's good to have, to have an additional call to action on here too. And it could be anything such as, get started to change your life, or, whatever it is. I've seen people like, call me for a quote. Anything that's a call to action to get people to contact you. There. So you can see here we've added our contact page. Now, all of the stuff that we've done tonight, these changes are not live until we publish. And let's say we don't have time to add the testimonials, so we can hide that page, and we can just click on here. You see this eye? If I change that, and now it's turned red, I've changed it so that page will not be seen when I publish the site. So I can continue to work on this page, okay, which is blank. I can work on this page tomorrow if I want to. In the meantime, though, I can publish my card, and all this other information will be seen. So I'm going to publish my card. And now let's go and view my live card. And there you go. So you can see here we put together a nice little card. Oops. And we can go here. We've got our nice menu here. We've got our About Dave page. We've got information on Slim Roast itself. We've got our contact form. So let's fill out our contact form. Here's my email address if you ever want to contact me or need some extra help with something. It's Cherie@vCard Global. I'll give that to you as well. We're almost finishing up here, and I'm going to take some questions. So if you have any questions, write them down so you don't forget. Okay, So I've completed these fields. I will submit it. And then I'm going to take you back over to the editor. On the editor homepage, right down here, contact form leads. So that was emailed to you, but you can also click on this button here, and you can see anyone who's ever emailed you. You can export that information to a CSV file and then import it if you need to into your CRM or your mail and email marketing program. So you can gather information, your leads here, and then put them into your CRM. The other thing I want to show you is how well is your card doing. We've got analytics here. These analytics are great. These analytics tell you how many people have looked at your card this week or this month or this year. It tells you how many people have shared your card. It tells you how many people have downloaded the card. So we've got lots of statistics on how many people have looked at the card. And this is just tells you how you are doing. So I want to thank you all for joining tonight, and I'd like to